From Divine Sister of the Light Grandma Chandra. Communicate on the waves of joy. Your communication is no longer going in a straight line or a straight beam. It is now a wave communication or pulsating communication. The intention you are sending is repeating itself in time and space like a radar impulse, like the dolphins send impulses. When you concentrate on some work or on communicating with somebody or with some groups, the energy and information is going in circles, or whatever round shape we have in multidimensionality. What it means is there is a break between signals, or after every impulse there is a gap. You have to pay attention to this gap and understand that the gaps are actually the pulling power, or the moving power of your messages, of your communication. You have the speed you are moving at, and you have a direction. The gap is the presence of God, the presence of mighty God creation. The gaps are the carrying frequencies of your messages and communication. All of your multidimensional spaces are filled with different impulses and gaps coming from all over the universe. Some are sent by and some are received by you. The understanding or the connection happens when these carrying frequencies push the information layer or the impulse layer together with other impulse layers. This is where the amplification happens, where the moment of reading and receiving is happening. In other words, you have to, over time, feel yourselves as this sending and receiving multidimensional beam. Understanding now that your sending and receiving techniques are different will help you to get the telepathic connections, telepathic abilities of your bodies to be consciously utilized. You start knowing yourselves as this pulsating, sending frequency beam rather than seeing yourselves as a physical body 3D being. By changing this perception of yourselves, by changing the vision of who you are, will change the whole world around you. We will change the whole method of communication with each other. Quantum physics creates the elements or the particles as a hard particle and a wave. The same with you. You are treating yourselves as a particle or hard matter. Now is the time to treat yourselves as frequencies, as waves that pulsate, sending information. The world around you is ready to communicate with you using this technique. Everything around you is already communicating with this technique. Just look at the birds, how they can immediately change their direction while flying as a flock. Look at the fish in the ocean, how by energetic impulses the whole group of fish are moving around. They are already connected to their information entities or the information aggregator of this particular group of beings. Now you can understand your energetic connection to each other. This energetic connection goes through the new grids to all of you, through each of you. It is from everyone to everybody and from everybody to everyone through the quantum grids that are now supporting and conducting and giving the scientific component to your communication. It is allowing you now to see how it goes, to be this communication. In other words, you are sending a fractal of yourselves through the universe as you are becoming this fractal communication. You are becoming this energetic signal that you are spreading around you. Do not be afraid if you only feel silence in the beginning. At first, it may be hard to get into the communicating phases. The more you practice, the more you learn. The more you try, the better your results will be, because where you put your intention is where you put the energy of creation. This happens not only for you, but for the whole of humanity. The more people practice and try and put their efforts into it, the easier it will be for everybody else to capture and to master. I'm reminding you to communicate on the waves of joy because that is the lightest frequency that can help you not only to send your message, but to receive messages as well. Hugs and love to all of you, Grandma, from GrandmaChandra.com.